world's biggest clean energy project to power Singapore from Australia. Development backed by billionaires. The project aims to export clean power from the Northern Territory of Australia via a 2,600-mile high-voltage undersea cable to Singapore. The Sun Cable project that aims to export solar power from Australia to Singapore is targeting a final investment decision in early 2024 after winning new support. Construction on the $20.7 billion operation is expected to begin in the same year, and the development will seek to be in full operation by 2029. Backed by Atlassian Corp., co-founder Mike Cannon-Brookes and iron ore billionaire Andrew Forrest, Sun Cable intends to use a 4,200-kilometer high-voltage undersea cable to export power from a giant solar and battery complex in northern Australia. The 4,200-kilometer high-voltage cable link will be the longest of its type in the world, and the project aims to meet up to 15% of Singapore's power needs when it is completed by 2029. Power will travel north to the Australian coast through overhead cables, and then it will travel northwest to Singapore via high-voltage DC submarine cable along the seafloor, passing through some of the Fiddly Islands of Indonesia. The project will an engineering marvel in Asia and pave the way for more long-distance power transmission projects in the world. Singapore ever-growing energy appetite. Sun Cable solar project to supply Singapore with 1.75 gigawatts of power. The project is expected to generate enough renewable electricity to power more than 3 million homes a year. Green electricity imports are one of the key ways Singapore is aiming to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions and reach net zero emissions by 2050. The Republic is targeting an import capacity of up to 4 gigawatts of low-carbon electricity by 2035, which could make up about 30% of the nation's projected electricity supply. While the supply of 1.75 gigawatts is significant, it is predicted that Singapore's power demands are set to grow along with its population and economy, as well as the switch to electric vehicles and greater digitalization. Singapore need 10.1 gigawatts to 11 gigawatts by 2032. How Singapore is building infrastructure to store the power from Australia. Singapore will achieve its target of having giant batteries to store at least 200 megawatt-hour of energy 3 years early. The 200 megawatt-hours fleets of container-like batteries can power the daily electricity needs of about 16,700 four-room housing board flats in a single discharge cycle. The system is also one of the fastest of its kind to be constructed and deployed. In view of the ongoing volatility in the global energy market, these giant batteries can be used to store energy to provide reserves to the power grid when needed, freeing up power generation plants to generate more electricity to meet demand. There are geopolitical reasons as well for Singapore to diversify energy imports. About 95% of Singapore's electricity is produced from natural gas. Natural gas is used as fuel to produce electricity in power plants run by generation companies. High volumes of natural gas are piped from Malaysia and Indonesia. Singapore wants to diversify this, as Malaysia in the past has threatened to cut water supply, so the country does not want to be held hostage in energy as well. Therefore, Singapore, as a strategic and geopolitical move, is opting for Australia, with which it has good and stable relations, and thus by 2040, bringing in significant percentage of energy from Australia as a counterbalance to other regional powers. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe Info Docker channel for more interesting videos.